and just to give a bit of a context, this is how many times already that we have redone this first episode?
like I lost count. No, we just
So,
we wanted to put out something good, right? And it just we weren't feeling right with
yeah,
the other one, so now we're just going off the book and
now we're here.
throwing it all out there.
Yes.
So we
Yes.
have
So,
started a podcast, you and I,
yes.
and it is called
Hmm. That's true.
Creationship Goals.
Wow, that's the best name. That has a fun in it.
Isn't it? I love it. I made it up.
Yeah, it's a
So
great name. I love it.
I why are we doing this? Why?
Yes. Oh, I think okay, so to say the thing we've already said 5 times in previous recordings, we do this because we really love creativity, really love the creative industry, and this podcast is really made for people that love creation, that love creating, and we hope also love the creator. And that means for us God, but it also means the people around us that create. Um, so yeah, that's why we do it. We really love working in the creative industry and being creative ourselves and working in the creative industry ourselves. Um, yeah, it just was like it all fit like a glove, and um, yeah, it's a real. It's a project that was waiting to happen and that we've been working towards for the last few years,
Yes.
especially in the last year. And yeah, now we're here, man. Now we're here.
By the way, who are you?
Oh, who am I? I am David. I am David. I am born and raised Dutchy. Um, yeah. Fun fact: we're both on two different continents right now.
Yes.
Um, and yeah, I am a musician and I'm an artist. I also do some writing. I do some things within communication and education. And yeah, I'm just this. I'm this visionary introvert that cannot keep his mouth shut.
Oh, I love
Let's put it
that.
that way. That's who I am. Yeah.
I'm Josh
How? Who
Volcano.
are you?
I'll beat you
Hmm.
to it. I'm Josh Volcano. I am also an artist. I'm a creative. I'm a filmmaker. I make videos. I'm an actor. I like to draw. I'm a cartoonist. I like making people laugh. I like telling stories. I like being different. And I wanted, well, we both wanted to create a platform where we could have these deep conversations about what makes creative people who they are. We both love going
Mm.
deep. We hate surface level conversations. So
Hmm.
we thought, why not make a podcast out of that? Why not make something out of this gift that
Yeah.
we have?
Yeah, that's great. I think, Josh, while you are saying that, the thing that went wrong with the previous just attempts at making this was that all our introductory episode tryouts turned out to surface level conversations,
Ah,
and
yeah.
and going away from the book, just throwing that out of the window, but still knowing what we want to talk about, but just not really caring about it anymore, really helps. It just helps right now in my heart as well. I feel a lot more peace. um yeah. And just to put that on the table, you started with before we recorded, and I actually want to talk about that before we do anything else. It's just a question of why is it so difficult to start with the first recording of a podcast? Um, because I think that's actually a really valuable question, and it has been frustrating both of us for a while now. And you said things like, um, you want to set a statement. You want to create a picture of what people can expect. Can you elaborate a bit on what you meant with that?
Yeah. I just love figuring out what makes people who they are. I like discovering the inner workings of their being. I believe we were created. I believe we were created for a purpose. I believe we were created to make things that are extraordinary. I, I I'm
Mm,
excited to dive into this with other people and really pick at that thing about creativity that makes them so unique.
mhm,
But as for an intro, starting something is just hard. You have to overcome leaps and bounds of depression and uh, attacks, if you want to call them that, because there is a force out there that is stopping us from becoming who we are supposed to be. That's just fact.
mm,
That's just fact. That whether you believe in the supernatural or not, there is something that stops us from being great. And I don't just mean
mm,
you and I mean literally everybody.
mhm. Hmm. That is so true. And it's like, oh, when we did, okay, so just a bit of context. We have been working right now for the last 2 hours to record the first episode again. And
Again.
during that, the take that we did before this, I felt like there was this, like this tension, like almost like I could not breathe anymore. I was
Mhm,
constantly focused on it, and now it's gone. It's just gone. It's really weird. It's just gone. Um, and it's exactly like when you were saying that, like that is exactly how I felt. It felt like something was stopping me from fully doing the thing that we are working towards doing, you know? And I feel that there's that image that we have of perfection, of there is this image that we create, maybe even a mask that we put on, of trying to be good podcasters with a good set out schedule, that know what they're talking about and why they do it. And it's really easy to get in that image, and of course also valuable. But I really already love this because it feels like we evolved in that as well.
mhm.
um and so that what you said about the attack, but also about just it is difficult, and that just like it hits the mark, man. That hits the mark. That's great.
I'm excited to make something with you, to overcome this,
Hmm.
to really get at this thing that we're made for.
Hmm.
I I don't wanna fall into a state where I feel like I can't do it because I'm not good enough or I'm too late or I'm not ready or just lies about
Hmm.
myself. And I just I feel like so many other creatives can relate to that. It sucks.
Hmm. Within a creative process, whenever I am working on a song or when I'm working on an installation or a music project or a painting or whatever it is, whenever that is happening, there is this part of the common mistake that I make, and I think a lot of people make, is that we expect creativity and inspiration to come and to flow, and when it does, it is perfect. And and if it doesn't come, we do not feel ready, or we feel incompetent, or we feel tired, or whatever it is, you know.
Mhm,
But the fact is that inspiration and creativity flow out of process. You just need to go. You just need to start, and you need to be yourself while that is happening, um, and use whatever is being given to you. And whatever you would call it, if you would call it divine inspiration, or if you would call it just uh, you getting something. it is, uh,
you
it
getting
is so
something.
special. Just getting
Yeah.
something.
And just like
Oh.
just like the things that we do make, it it comes from it comes from places that are dark and and you even a bit held back a little bit, and it it's really rooted in pain. And well, both you and I love joy. We love laughter. We
Mhm,
love excitement. We love having
mhm,
high energy, and and just bringing an uh, an exuberant amount of life into any situation, including our creativity. And things can stop us from that. There are so many things in this world that can stop us from giving that. And I just I want to be able to give people a platform to speak that out and
Mm,
remind themselves and the world, no, I can do this. I am
mhm,
greater than this thing that is holding me back. Hey,
mhm,
you're not holding me
mhm.
back. I don't think that's a song.
I was expecting one of us to sing after this,
One of
so that's
us.
great. Thank you for doing that. I love that. But
Thank
yes,
you.
there is just this this feeling of of encouragement, but also just of setting aflame the passions of people's hearts and inspiring them, with new things, with new ideas, hearing from people they've never heard about before, or they have heard about before, whatever, and just hearing different viewpoints, perspectives, talking about things that are new or uneasy or whatever they are. um, I think if there's the two words that we could give to this podcast is like we are uh, we we are about encouragement and about inspiration, and
Encouragement,
um,
inspiration.
which I think are the two big things that creativity is about. Like that creativity is so strong at. It's so good at to encourage and to inspire, and um, and we have this great list of people that we would love to invite. And we're talking about actors, we're talking about musicians, about photographers, but all these people, well known to not known at all. um and those the whole goal of that is not to be like, hey, look at who we have brought to the podcast and how great that is, but it's like this person is a person and this person goes through things and has questions and is dealing with those questions, and uh, inviting that person into sharing his journey, and actually becoming part of each other's journey, um, uh, being in a relationship, in a creationship. uh,
The
I
the
think
creationship
is
relationship.
oh boy, it's happening.
That's
But
what we're
that is
building.
like the
Creationship
goal.
relationships.
Oh yeah, boy.
This is gonna be great. Well, I'm ready for
Man, I'm
this.
so excited.
So if
Same.
you've made it
I'm
this
also so
far,
ready.
congratulations. You're in for one heck of a ride. Um,
Uh-huh. Dude.
let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
So in
Dude,
the
where can
meantime,
where can people follow us?
follow us on social media at Creationship Goals. You can also find
Mm-hmm.
us. I'm at Josh Volcano on TikTok and Instagram. You are?
Mm-hmm. David.rdh on both Instagram and also TikTok. I hope I will use TikTok more than I do now.
Yes, you will, because you're a creative.
Yay! And every creator needs to go on TikTok.
Maybe. All right. Well, we'll see you
Maybe.
guys next week for the first episode.
Woo! Sounds good. See you later.